Hey guys,
I'm James.
I'm Christina,
and welcome to J&C Adventures.
And welcome to our Disney and Universal room.
So this is our entire, mostly Christina's, entire Disney and Universal collection. From a little bit of everything, from the Loungefly bags you see behind us, her whole slew of ears that she has on the other side of the camera, and then all of our different action figures, Funko Pops, just so much stuff that we have from the theme parks as well as just random other Disney stuff. So really quick, if you guys are into this kind of stuff and you want to see a whole nother collection, we have another room, well, I have another room,
yes,
very similar to this one, just full of other stuff that's not Disney and Universal. So if you guys are interested in that, be sure to check that out. It'll be on the screen at the end of this video. But yeah, I'm going to go ahead and kind of take over this video since Christina is pregnant. It's just a lot of talking and moving around for her. So I'm going to lead the tour on this video, but this is pretty much all of Christina's stuff that she's been waiting to show off to you guys for a while now. And today is finally the day. So without further ado, let's go ahead and get into the tour
of our Disney and Universal collection.
Alright, so here is a quick overview of the room. Just gonna do a quick 360 so you guys can see the room in its entirety. There you go, and you gotta forgive the lighting in here. I have to have the window open because the lighting from this fan is just atrocious in here. And I also have an external light that I'm gonna use over for this wall, and probably as we get to some of the bags and stuff as well, just because the lighting conditions are so poor in here. But starting over on this wall, we're gonna take a look at these Mandalorian artworks. So this is a hand-drawn piece of art that one of my friends gave me, so we have that there. And then this is a painting that Christina actually did herself, which came out really, really nice, so you can see that. And now I'm gonna turn on that external lighting just so we get a little bit of a better view of everything in here. And this is basically our entire Universal and Disney collection. This one section here is all Universal, and I think the rest is entirely Disney. So when we come to this first shelf here, we have all of our Universal candles from Mardi Gras to Jaws, E.T., Christmas, as well as Back to the Future. And we have some of our Universal cups as well. These are little like recyclable cups that they give you for free water. And then you have the Mardi Gras Freestyle cup as well as the Parks one right here. And then you have this Volcano Bay one as well right over here. This one we found at a thrift store. And then we have our Chocolate Emporium little mug that you get the ice cream in, and then some more candles. This snow globe, this is actually not from Universal. This is from the Gaylord Palms Hotel from Christmas last year, but it is the Grinch, so it kind of works in with the theme of Universal. And I threw these little mini Transformers vehicles right here as well because, you know, Universal. So moving down to this next shelf over here, it's kind of a hodgepodge of everything Universal basically. So we have Back to the Future, E.T., Jurassic Park, Harry Potter, and the Minions, of course, and just a little bit of everything. You got the Grinch as well. So we have a old VHS tape over here. This is a vacation planning video VHS from, I think, 2001 is the year that is from. And we have the brand new Funko Pop Back to the Future Golden Book. So very, very excited to have that in the collection since we are expecting a baby. Moving on, we have the E.T. Funko Pop. This one's really cool because it does glow in the dark. And then we have the recently released Bullseye dressed as John Hammond from Jurassic Park. And then we have the Gringotts Bank Funko Pop as well. And then we have another VHS tape here. This is Experience the Magic of Movies. And this is, oh, I don't know the exact year on this. It's probably like 99, I want to say. Maybe early 2000s. Then we have a couple of Minions Funko Pops over here. And this really cool Universal Studios. This is like the tram tour from Universal Studios in Hollywood, but it's like a little picture holder basically. And I found this at the thrift store. And this is my park ticket from the very first time that I went to Universal Studios. I want to say it was like 2008. So that was really cool. Something I found just buried away in my collection somewhere. We have the Who Hash container that you get when you get the Who Hash at Universal. And I have this Grinch tag from a Christmas shirt that I got at Target. So moving on, we have all of Christina's popcorn buckets. So I believe she has every Minions popcorn bucket except for the summertime one last year, which was the Minions in the pool float, if I'm not mistaken. I know some of these are a little bit dusty. I don't know if you can see that on camera or not, but we have the standard Minion here. What's his name? You don't know the name of your favorite movie. You don't know the names of the Minions.
Correct.
Okay, awesome. Well, this is like Kevin, Jerry, or Bob, one of the two. Then you have the Christmas version here with the Santa hat as well as the little snowman. And the recently released selfie stick Minion right here. And then coming down here, this is my favorite one. You have the Minions in the car. So that is really cool. Just great attention to detail. We just kind of bring the light in here, but yeah, really, really good attention to detail. And then this is all Minions stuff. So Minions cup, a little Minions plush, another Minions plush with a Fast and the Furious 6 lanyard, a Gru Pez dispenser, the Metal Earth Kit Minions right here, a promotional button from Despicable Me 2, Despicable Me candle, and a 3D puzzle minion here. And because it fit the color scheme and I didn't have anywhere else to put it, we have this Royal Caribbean knockoff Lego set that we got when we went on a cruise last year. As we work our way down, we have just more minions everywhere. We got plushes upon plushes upon plushes. I think this one's a backpack. You have some Minions slippers back there, Minions hats, a Minions cup, and another mini like backpack clip plush right there. So as you can tell, Christina loves Minions, but she just doesn't know the names of them. Moving on, we'll go up here. So just a bunch of random stuff. So you have this DVC popcorn bucket. Woody and Jesse plush dolls, the Disney movie trivia game back there that was found at the thrift store, the kitchen sink from Magic Kingdom when you get the ice cream at the parlor, and then we have the recently released Lego Up House. So this was a really fun build. I really love this set. And we have the 101 Dalmatians. This was like a little plush, but the packaging for the plush is made to look like a VHS tape, which is really awesome. If you guys will learn anything about me, it's that I love my VHS tapes, as you can see. Moving on, we have the Lego Disney train station from Disneyland. So that's really cool. So you have the train station along with the train right over there. And on the back, we have this picture frame that I made from the 50th anniversary, all the promotional material that we got at Magic Kingdom when we went opening day. So you can see all the park maps and even like the popcorn wrapper I used as the background over there, as well as the booklet from opening day and the promotional poster that we got as well. And now we also have the Disney 100 cereal. There are a couple other variants of this cereal out there, but this was the one that I opted to pick up. And then the continuation of the Lego train. And I did a little modification to it. I put this piece of cotton in here to give it the effect of smoke coming out. So that's a really simple mod that you can do. So that is really cool. And we have the Funko Pop version of the train as well that actually has the smoke kind of sculpted in there. So you can see that right there. And then Christina's Starbucks tumbler. I think this was part of the 50th anniversary. No, this might have been like Make-A-Wish, I think. Something like that, one of the two. And we have a bunch of pictures of us from our engagement and other pictures over there, but you guys don't care about that. So continuing on over this way, we're going to go to the middle shelf over here, and we have just a bunch of random Funko Pops. So we have the People Mover, we have Mickey, Pluto, and Minnie, which is supposed to represent myself, Christina, and our dog Sparky that is somewhere in the other side of the house right now. We have the NBA Experience exclusive Funko Pop. This is Mickey Mouse playing basketball. So that was really cool. We got to go to the opening event of the NBA Experience a few years back, which is pretty awesome. And we have the highly sought after Splash Mountain 3-pack. And then in the background we have some old McDonald's VHS style, because I love VHS, Happy Meal boxes just kind of stacked up in the background. So then moving on over here to the biggest Lego Disney set that we own, and that is obviously the castle right here. This thing is absolutely huge and massive, but I love it, and it's the most expensive set that we own, if I'm not mistaken, as well. But yeah, this thing is awesome. I'll pan through this really quickly so you guys can get a close-up look at this if you haven't seen it already. But if you are a Disney fan, you definitely need to add this to your collection. It makes such a great centerpiece, especially just in the middle of all the shelves, just kind of being the focal point right there in the center. It's just really awesome in my opinion. I do want to get, there's an LED light set that you can get for this to like custom put LEDs in here. I want to get that. I just haven't got around to doing that yet. But we also have this map of the park from original opening day. So I just used that as a little backdrop because this was a very plain white backdrop before. So I think that looks pretty decent. And we also have some of the 50th anniversary Coca-Cola bottles right back here. So this one is based on Hollywood Studios. This one is based on Magic Kingdom. And then we have a couple other random things scattered throughout, like this random Belle action figure, this recreation of the sign that's in Disneyland as well as Disney World. I don't want to take it out because it's kind of hard to get in that exact position, but if you're a Disney fan, you already know what that is. That was sent to me a few years ago to review on my other YouTube channel. And then we just have a few other things and little knickknacks here. So Funko Pops, these random like ceramic plates. We got 2 on each side, Space Mountain Funko Pop, and these other little Lego, kind of like minifigures, but not minifigures. And then that brings us to our other shelf right over here, and this is basically our Star Wars shelf, which is predominantly Grogu or Baby Yoda, because that is Christina's obsession. But we have the Lego version of Grogu right here, as well as a Mandalorian Funko Pop jumbo size pin, and then a fig pin right here. We have my old credit card. Don't worry, there's no number on the front, so you can't see my card number, but it's the Mandalorian credit card, and then a bunch of other random Grogu Funko Pops, as well as some Star Wars Christmas Funko Pops as well, right back there. We have this Christmas Grogu pillow, and a thermal detonator Coca-Cola from the theme parks. And then we have this awesome present, which I'm going to move the light away so you guys can get a better look without the glare. And you can't really see it too much. I told you the lighting in this room sucks, but it's our dog Sparky as a stormtrooper, and this was given to us by two of our friends, Keith and Michelle, for our wedding present. So that thing is hilarious. I love that every time I see it. Now moving down from the Star Wars shelf, we're gonna move on to, I've kind of made this like the alien shelf. So you have Groot, you have Stitch, and some of the other Pixar aliens. So it's kind of like the outer space type of shelf. So you have Groot right over here in Lego form. As you can tell, we love Legos around here. You have the Guardians of the Galaxy Part 3 cup here from the movie theater, Funko Pops, this random like Groot planter thing here, some magic bands with the Pixar aliens. Then you have the Pixar Alien Remix Funko Pops here, the Stitch 626 Funko Pop. This one's really cool. I love how he's climbing on top of the case right there. And we have the Monsters Inc. Laugh Canister cup right here, which actually I don't know if the batteries still work. It doesn't look like they do, but you used to press the button and used to hear the screams from the laugh canister, which is a really, really cool feature. Then moving down over here, this is just kind of a random assortment of literally cars and also cars from the movie Cars. We have the Incredible-Mobile RC, or like remote control car that I found at a thrift store, and then some other just cars, die-cast cars right here, and a random Lion King pin set, which I don't know why it's there, but it's back there. So moving on over here, this is actually one of my favorite shelves, and this is like our quintessential Disney shelf. So it has a Disney board game in the background, all the different Disney castles, and Disney Castle cup here, as well as just other Funko Pops with the Disney rides. So we'll kind of get a close-up of everything. So right over here we have the Abominable Snowman from the Matterhorn bobsleds over at Disneyland, and then we have the Disneyland opening day version of Mickey Mouse from back in the day that goes along with this castle right over here. So that's the Sleeping Beauty Castle from Disneyland. We have the Space Mountain version of Mickey Mouse right over here, and that is the Disneyland version of Space Mountain. Then we have the 50th anniversary of Magic Kingdom version of Mickey in his whole 50th anniversary attire that goes with this Funko Pop over here, which is done in the newer color scheme of the castle over at Magic Kingdom in Florida. And then we have Gamer Mickey poking out back there, and we have Goofy riding Dumbo, and we also have a couple other credit cards as well. So you can see we have a bunch of Disney credit cards, but this is the 50th anniversary credit card, and we have the Magic Kingdom Castle credit card as well. So I love my Disney credit cards around here. What's really nice about these credit cards is that you can change the design anytime you want to, free of charge. Other little things we have, this random little Mickey Mouse golden minifigure. I don't even know where that's from. This little miniature version of the castle and the Lego version of the castle. And like I mentioned before, we have the Disney World board game in the background. And then coming over here, this is basically the princess shelf. So we have all the different Disney princesses in Funko Pop form, as well as a couple other variations as well. But you have Snow White, this little Cinderella, I don't even know where that's from, and this Cinderella Funko Pop. You have Minnie on the carousel from Magic Kingdom, and you have Pocahontas over here. And another one of these little figures, I don't know where they're from, but this is Ariel from The Little Mermaid. And you have Rapunzel from Tangled, and Moana over here. I almost said Pocahontas, got these two confused. And then you have Gus from Cinderella inside of the glass slipper. And then you have Belle back over here. There's a little minifigure with the crown as well. A Disney Princess planter, a little fake plant. And a very valuable Funko Pop nowadays, and that is the Kiss the Girl movie moments set. So that is pretty cool. And then right back over here we have more of, I don't even know what brand or where these are from. I think I got these on clearance at Target, but a bunch of the Disney princesses in this really cool kind of like stained glass window almost packaging. So I really like that a lot. And moving down, this is kind of like almost like a continuation of this shelf. It's like 50th anniversary merchandise essentially, as well as other random little knickknacks. But we have a bunch of all the 50th anniversary Happy Meal toys, so you can see all of those right over there. So those are all really nice. And then more of these figures. Again, I have no idea. I'm sure I got these on clearance somewhere once, but I have no idea where they came from. And then more 50th anniversary Happy Meal toys right over here. So really, really awesome. And then we have the McDonald's Retro Happy Meal toy right over there of Mickey from Fantasia. And then I have another Mickey from Fantasia. This is like a ceramic glass version of it that I found at a thrift store. And then some other more of these random little minifigures as well. And our Disney Cruise Line, that was our room key. And then this is a 50th anniversary, one of the special tickets you can get. And the Skyliner Funko Pop, Captain Hook riding the Peter Pan ride vehicle Funko Pop. This is the 50th anniversary Happy Meal box, a random Disney Parks glass, I forget which that's themed after. And then we have the popcorn bucket from the 50th anniversary, not the popcorn bucket, but like the cardboard thing. And we have a license plate frame cover that you can see in nice shiny gold right back there. And moving on, this is our Halloween shelf. So full of a bunch of different Halloween stuff. So you got the Sanderson sisters from Hocus Pocus, Oogie Boogie from Nightmare Before Christmas, and just a bunch of other little random Halloween themed items. So this really cool Haunted Mansion Toy Story crossover cup. You have Skull Island over here, I believe. I don't know if it's actually Skull Island, but the island from Peter Pan, Mickey's Halloween Not So Scary Halloween Party cup. The Haunted Mansion and Disneyland Lego set, as well as the NECA versions of the Sanderson sisters, and a couple Halloween candles and brochures from the Christmas party and the Hocus Pocus 2 cereal. And that brings us down here to our Christmas section here. So there's a bunch of Christmas themed Funko Pops, essentially is all it is. Nothing too special. And then I threw all the Olaf Pops here because Olaf is a snowman and snowman means Christmas, so it is close enough. And then you have some other brochures from other different events throughout the years that we've attended that are Christmas related. So that is this entire wall over here, and that's going to bring us, oh, also forgot our Pinocchio movie poster. So found that at a thrift store one day, and that's why we have it. But now that's going to bring us to this wall full of Christina's Loungefly collection. All right, so really quickly before we get into the Loungeflies, Christina is a big fan of the show Friends, so she has the doorbell little window frame.
Peephole?
Peephole, there you go. Peephole from Friends on the wall with the fake peephole on our bedroom door. And then up here we have this really cool art piece that one of our friends gave to us. It is a Stranger Things related piece. We still have not seen Stranger Things, but the artwork on here is just really awesome and really fits in with the whole Universal theme. Well, Universal / Disney, but this picture specifically Universal theme that we have going on in the room. But moving on to all of Christina's Loungeflies. Now I have to confess they're not all of hers. I mean, she uses them all, but let's be honest, this half is pretty much all mine. So we have my favorite movie of all time, Back to the Future. So we have the DeLorean set right here with the clock tower, and part of this glows in the dark. I think the headlights glow in the dark as well as the lightning glows in the dark. And then we also have the hoverboard Loungefly right here. Now this isn't actually a Loungefly, it's made by Funko, but Funko also makes Loungeflies, so they're basically identical, but you get a little bit less quality leather on these, but they're half the price, so not a big deal here. But this is one of my favorite bags that we have. That is the Jurassic Park Ford Explorer card right here, one of my favorite movie cars of all time. And on the side you have a couple of Funko Pop characters right here, so you can see that right here. But I love this design. This is one of my favorite designs of all time. Just the yellow and the green with the red stripes. It's just so iconic for me. But we're gonna go right back over here just so I can kind of stay, you know, in the same rows. So we have the Pizza Planet Loungefly right over here. This is also mine, and the Mighty Ducks one is also mine, but we'll get there in a second. We also have this Incredibles Loungefly bag, and then the Mighty Ducks with the 30th anniversary pin that I added to it. But there you go. So yeah, pretty much that whole section. Oh, and can't forget Avatar: The Last Airbender. Avatar: The Last Airbender, my favorite show of all time. And yeah, we got this bag on clearance, I think on Black Friday for like half price or maybe even less than half price. But yeah, pretty much this whole section, including Avatar, these are all mine. And then the rest of these are all of Christina's, which I now need to climb on top of the bed to give you guys a closer look at everything. But we also have this Star Wars Funko Pop version. So just like a Funko Pop print all over there. All right, so right over here we have this Minnie Mouse bag. This is like a Minnie Mouse bow bag. This is another one where one of these, they're not actually Loungefly branded. They're just a regular bag in Loungefly style, but it's still pretty cool. We have the Lady Thor Loungefly over here, and the lighting is getting a little bad over in this section, so I'll bring the external flash in. And we have this random all red with like a giant bow as well as ears that are attached to the back. This one, I think the zipper's broke on it, which is why it's open, but we still have it it on display. And then moving on, we have this Aladdin bag, which is another one we got on discount for Black Friday. I think this was only like 30 or 40 bucks, and this is a really cool, it's just like an all over print of Aladdin. So that is really awesome. And we have, I think this was Christina's first ever Loungefly, and that is the Rose Gold edition, which this took everyone at Disney by storm. Rose Gold had Disney fans in a chokehold when it originally came out. Rose Gold, man. That's kind of like where the obsession for all of the bags and ears started, was this Rose Gold color over here. And moving on, this is a pretty common bag that you see pretty much a lot of people have, and this is the Funko Pop Dapper Dan bag. So really cool print on here, and you just have the Funko Pop versions of the Dapper Dans. And moving on, this is a newly acquired bag. This is the Jungle Cruise bag right here. This was part of like the main attraction events or whatever that line is that they do every month, where they switch a new bag and ears and merchandise. And then we have a Mickey Santa Claus Christmas bag done in this like Santa Claus suit material, which is interesting. And we have this random like balloon bag as well. And what is this? This is Haunted Mansion, I believe, or is this Hocus Pocus? I can't even tell. It's one of the two. It's a Halloween themed bag, that's all I know. And then we have another Halloween bag over here with this like suede Mickey pumpkin. And then another Halloween bag here. This is the bag from last year's Halloween event. And then that is it for the wall. Now, I do want to say, with the exception of my bags pretty much, all these bags we get on discount at the Disney outlet or just online during sales or whatever, but we rarely pay full price for any of these bags just because they're so expensive. They're like, you know, $80 to $100 a bag. So most of these bags we've gotten for like maybe 20, 30, I think at most maybe $40. Like I said, with the exception of mine, because I mean, I had to have those, so I paid full price for them. Moving over here, we're just gonna go along this wall. We have a Proud Family record, like a vinyl record from the new Proud Family show on Disney Plus. If you guys haven't seen that show, definitely check it out. It's a really good show. And we have this random like map that we get at one of the hotels. It was like a Hilton or something. This is a map of Universal. And then we have this really cool Gaston's Tavern little like wooden sign that we found at a thrift store. I don't know, I like it, it's pretty cool. And randomly I have this Hit Clips mini clips. If you're a 90s baby, you definitely remember this. I just didn't have anywhere else to put it, so you know, I put it right there. And this is a painting that one of my friends a long time ago gave us. This is Sparky, and this is our dog, and she painted this for me a very long time ago, so that was really, really nice of her. And moving on from that portrait of Sparky, we have another one of those maps that's similar to the other Universal one that we got at the hotel. We got this at that same hotel, and this is a map of all of Disney World, so that is really awesome as well. Moving on, we also have this Mickey Mouse Disco vinyl record that I found at a thrift store, and they recently announced a Funko Pop version of this that I definitely need to get, and I already have the designated space right up here. I'll just move a couple things over and put it on display right over there whenever we get it. We also have this wand here from the Disney Wish. This is like the wishing star wand that they give you when you first enter the ship. And then we have a Beauty and the Beast. I'll kind of turn the flash on for over here, but we have this Beauty and the Beast little portrait thing that we got for our wedding as part of one of our wedding gifts. And then another similar thing for one of our wedding gifts as well, but this is like a portrait of us basically done in front of the Disney castle. So this is a really cool piece and pretty accurate to how we look, just like a more cartoony version of how we look. But yeah, that's a pretty awesome little piece right there. And moving on to Christina's ear collection. Now I'm gonna actually turn the lights on as well, flip them on, there we go. So we have lights on. Now they're not that easy to see here in the daytime. Maybe as I turn the flash off you can get a little bit of a better view, but at nighttime they look a lot better and a lot cooler. But yeah, this is all of Christina's ears. So many ears to go through, so I'll just kind of, you know, pan through them really quickly. Not going to spend too much time on them, but this is another situation similar to the Loungeflies, where we got most of these at the Disney outlets, and then we also have some of our buttons and pins as well. But yeah, we got most of these ears at the Disney outlets for like, you know, $5 to $10 max. I think only a handful of these she maybe paid full price for, but every other ear was literally like a bargain. So yeah, really cool set of ears there. And then I have the lights continuing on all the way through the curtain rod, and then we have this Walt Disney World, I think it's technically like a placemat type of thing, but I just have it on display on the wall. But it has that on one side, and then on the other side it's the exact image of this park map right over here. But you know, don't need to have two park maps, so I just have that on display there. And then the lights continue on through here. Now I do need to kind of run another set of lights, which I do have right over here, but I'm waiting till she fills up all the ears so that I can properly wrap all the lights around it. But here are the rest of her ears. Pretty much these are all of the Halloween ears with the exception of these two at the bottom, but all of these are the Halloween ears, and then all of these are her Christmas ears, and we also have matching buttons from Christmas events, as you can see right over there. And then these are the last of her ears. So as you can see, she has a little bit left to go. What is that? Probably about like 7 more ears to go. But with the rate that she goes at picking up these ears, we'll fill that up pretty quickly. And I mean, that is essentially the entire room. I do have like a whole magic band collection that's a mess in this drawer here. But we have like literally like 100 different magic bands, as you can see, all on display, just all thrown in here. I don't have a proper way for us to display the magic bands, so for now there's just tucked in there. But there is our Disney room slash Universal room, but mostly I would say like 80% Disney, 20% Universal. But there it is. Alright you guys, so this was a very long video, but we're now finally here at the end. If you guys stuck through this entire video, thank you, because this is probably close to like an hour-long video, because we have so much stuff, or really she has so much stuff.
Clearly I have an obsession.
Yeah, this is, I would say, like 80% all of her stuff, with the exception of some of those Loungeflies back there, and maybe some of the Funko Pops are all mine, but everything else is all completely hers. So she has her own Disney obsession, I have my own little action figure obsession, so I guess that's why we're perfect for each other. But that is the room, so we hope you guys enjoyed the video.
If you did, make sure you like, comment, and subscribe.
Stay tuned for more.
And we'll see you guys next time.
Bye.